There's a place in our big backyard called Kahurangi. It's the second largest national park in New Zealand. Back in the bad old days, like 150 years ago, men came here in search of gold. To help these hardy diggers, the government surveyed and built a pack track up the Wangapeka River and over into the headwaters of the Karamea. 100 years later, the Forest Service built huts and tracks and bridges for their deer colours. Not much has changed. The blue duck ferry glide through deep pools, the kea cry, the weka prowl, the robin play, the bellbirds sing. Now it's 2016, it's time to walk the Wangapeka. On day one, we meet at Rolling River. Here we stand, assembled in our polypro, beanies and mittens. Our average age is 64. We plan to walk up the Wangapeka Valley, heading west towards the west coast. Another party is starting near Karamea, heading east. We'll meet up with them in the middle and swap khakis. Off we go along the historic pack track, only an hour after sunrise. We gaze up at the majestic bulk of Mount Patriarch looming overhead. We tiptoe across footbridges built by the Forest Service long, long ago. We marvel at the isolated beauty in this corner of the country. Nice. We follow the old gold diggers trail, skirting above small gorges where the Wangapeka River squeezes through the granite, emptying into pools of deep green. Kahurangi is noted for its incredible biodiversity. I'm lucky today and discover a trio of whio. Grabbing my telephoto lens and DSLR, I stealthily creep into position. I get all my ducks in a row. Getting close up and personal with an endangered species is one of the highlights of visiting Kahurangi. The whio population in these parts totals about 60 birds. The Wangapeka is one of the 8 strategic sites developed nationwide to protect this threatened species. The sunless winter has arrived at Kings Creek. Both huts are giant freezers, locked into a world of white permafrost. We crunch through ice-encrusted puddles along the easy but greasy track. The beanies stay on our heads as we push on towards Stone Hut at the valley head. Darkness falls quickly as we gather around the bush tally, absorbing its warmth and inhaling wood smoke. At some ungodly hour, our intrepid leader rouses us, urging our aching bodies into action. Hours before sunrise, we stumble around in the frigid cold to eat breakfast. By torchlight, we walk in single file, silent. Soon we are climbing up to the pass, somewhere ahead in the pre-dawn murk. The ascent is mercifully gentle, and we barely sweat in the single-digit climate. At Wangapeka Saddle, there is no decent view, so we pose for a group photograph in the dim half-light. Now below the pass, the track spits us out onto the Karamea River headwaters, frozen in time like a scene from Narnia. Recent weather events have wrought havoc in this corner of Kahurangi. We opt for the high sidle track to keep our feet from frostbite, but this route is torturous and time-consuming. When we traverse the high wire bridge over to Helicopter Flat Hut, lunch is long overdue. I boil a billy. Hours pass as we traverse the valley wall on a good beached path to a signposted junction. Here are the remnants of Jonathan Brought's tabernacle. They lay testament to his track building efforts in the late 1890s. When we stumble into Taipo Hut, we have been on our bruised feet for 11 hours. It is a welcome relief to reunite with our crossover party. They have the wood stove cranked up and give us warm cups of tea to drink. After swapping stories and car keys, we collapse into our bunks. On the third day, we depart Taipo Hut. Today's objective is another alpine pass. The initial climb is soon dispensed with, and we arrive at the two-berth bivouac in good spirits. Here at Stag Flat, the tussock clearing is a giant white blanket. Atop Little Wanganui Saddle, we snap obligatory photos before the biting breeze sends my party scampering down to warmer climbs. I decide to wait for the sun to crest the range. I can see the distant Tasman Sea framed by the valley walls ahead, and the twin saddle lakes providing some foreground interest. The highest point on the Wangapeka Track is also the best vantage point. I erect my DIY street sign in a prominent position and then snap a few photographs. I really do think some well-placed road signs enhance the landscape. The red and yellow primary colours contrast well with the cool blue and green hues of nature. Nah, just kidding. Our party rendezvous in the open sunshine at Little Wanganui Gorge Shelter. This is a relatively new two-bunk portacom just off the track. It's nice to actually be in some sunshine. Soon we're back in the dark shadows on the north bank. We return to the eternal dampness of our muddy footpath. DOC have downgraded this western section of the Wangapeka into a marked route because of recent weather events which have dramatically damaged the valley. A trifecta of landslides, tree fall and erosion have created a perfect storm of obstacles that we cautiously negotiate. The hours tick by. We totter above Tangent Creek. From the footbridge above, we admire a mossy green waterfall. Beautiful. The night envelopes us like a shroud. Another 11-hour epic sees us reach the safety of Belltown Mananui Hut, dead on our feet. On our final day, our legs are aching, our feet are swollen, but our spirits are high now the worst is over. The Little Wanganui tumbles toward the Tasman through regenerating farmland. The track has now lost its notoriety, being level and easy underfoot. It's almost delightful. In 3 leisurely hours we arrive at our vehicles, about 16 kilometres south of Karamea.
Wangapeka!
Wangapeka!
500 metres.
Within an hour, we are huddled around steaming lattes inside the sunlit porch of the Denniston Dog in Westport. Mission accomplished. Long live the Wangapeka Track.